Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger Chapter 65. And I kind of have a headache right now, so I'm going to try and get through this kind of quickly. Um, the chapter starts off focusing on Jean versus Hyuse, right, or Hyuse, or however. I've been saying Hyuse the whole time, so I guess I'll just keep saying that, but it might be Hyuse. No, it's not. It's probably Hyuse, because when I go on the World Trigger Wikia, it says Hyuse in like Maze Hughes from FMA. So it probably is pronounced Hughes, but whatever. Um, Gene ends up getting hit by those magnet shard things in the arm, and his arm ends up like getting stuck to the wall. So he's just gonna go and like finish him off, but then Gene starts talking about how Hughes is gonna be abandoned. Alright, and I'm not exactly clear on what they might have something to do with what Hyrian was talking about doing with Enadora. Might have something to do with that, but whatever it is, he figures it out pretty quickly what it is that Gene means. Gene might not even know what he means himself when he says, because we don't know exactly what it is he saw. We just know that Hyuse is abandoned in some way. So Gene himself might not even know exactly what it is, but Hyuse is able to figure it out pretty easily. And as soon as Gene says this and he hears it, he just loses his cool. Alright. And he just runs after Gene and he gets hit with the barricade trigger. And Gene ends up telling Hyuse about his side effect, about how he can see into the future. And you could view that as either a good thing or a bad thing. Bad because it's that shonen thing where you tell your opponent your abilities and then it goes and backfires on you because then they figure out a way around it later. But it could also be good because if Hughes does believe, well, it actually doesn't matter if he believes him or not because he won't be able to get the thought out of his head that maybe he's telling the truth. So by telling Hughes what his side effect is, he's just going to be able to psych Hughes out even more now because like I said, he won't be able to get rid of that thought that maybe what he's saying is right. Are they actually going to abandon me? And he'll be so focused on that thought that Gene will be able to beat him. Right, so it could be either a good thing or a bad thing depending on how strong Hughes is mentally, and whether or not he can overcome that psychological warfare. All right. Um, but after that, we see Osamu's group. They learn about how Enadora is rampaging and stuff at HQ, and that's why they can't get inside. And Karasuma actually decides that they should keep heading towards HQ the way they're going because he believes that Gene had a reason for telling them to go there with his side effect and all. So, yeah, something's going to happen with them. What exactly, I don't know. Maybe they'll be put in a position where they can help out in some way, or maybe, I don't know. So, Gene's got something planned. It probably, or maybe if they stay there, something bad's going to happen. Like maybe that'll be maybe that'll be one of the um, one of the timelines or whatever where Osamu dies. Um, it could be he could be telling them to head towards HQ to either protect them or to help them offensively in terms of like the overall battlefield and stuff. Like having them there would be best for Border's offense. So yeah, it could be offense or defense. Who knows? Seriously, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Um, yeah. So they keep going the way they're going. That's the gist of that. Um, and after that, we actually do focus a little bit on Enadora. He's just creating chaos. Shinoda and the others are telling people to retreat and stuff. Um, Enadora is attacking the area where those lab guys were working on Suwa because he got turned into one of those orbs. And we actually see Suwa. He's back to normal, so that means they did actually find a way to bring people back from that orb form. So if they get Aikitora down there and all the others who have been transformed like that, then they'll be back, well, not necessarily back to normal, but back to like normal form, I guess I should say. I don't know if they're like, in terms of battle strength, they might not be at 100% because they were just like inside of an orb or something like. But you know, in terms of like stamina and stuff, they might not be 100% right now. But in terms of their appearance, they'd be back to normal. Um, so yeah, after that we actually see Suicide Squad start to fight Anadora, and with help from Kazuma, they realize that the only way to defeat Anadora is to take out his Trion Relay Center and his Trion Supply System, which are like the brain and the heart of the Trion body. It was mentioned like a while ago. It was around the time we were learning about what's his face's side effect when he could like have he had the hearing and they were avoiding Cosmo Squad was avoiding Anadora's blades and stuff. It was around that time. Um, yeah, they just decided that that's the only way to defeat him, to destroy those. However, Cosmo tells him that Anadora is like the Elder Togoro in Yu Yu Hakusho, where he can move around all of his like vital organs anywhere inside of his body. He can just move them around freely. Anadora can do that, but he can do it with the Trion Relay Center and the Trion Supply System. Though to be fair, he might be able to do that with his organs too. I don't know. I'm kind of just assuming that's the only thing he can do it with, but maybe he can do it with his organs too. Who knows? That'd be an interesting twist. Um, but yeah, Anadora, he's kind of just too tough for B rank agents, and Sua ends up getting his arm cut off. However, simulation battle mode ends up getting activated, which I think is the thing where they get unlimited Trion, like when Osamu was fighting Cosmo and Yuma fighting Midorikawa. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not. Who knows? Like I said, I have a headache, so I'm not like tip-top mental shape right now. But you guys know what I mean. So yeah, that the thing where you have unlimited Trion. I'm pretty sure that's what the simulation battle mode thing is. Um, and Enadora has no clue what's going on because Sua's arm grows back, and he just doesn't know what's going on. So what he I don't know if his not knowing what's going on is referring to the unlimited Trion and that allowing his Sua's arm to reform or whatever. But it could be that, or it could be the concept of Trion bodies in general that he doesn't understand. Because back when he was fighting against Cosmo Squad, the way he was talking, it seemed as though he thought he was actually killing them. When in reality, no, because they're Trion bodies, so they would just bail out. So it could be either that Trion body concept he doesn't get, and that's why their arms could just come back like that. Or maybe he does get that, he just doesn't know how it could just come back like that, and he doesn't realize that they have a limited Trion in there. So it could be either or. Um, but there's at least one thing he doesn't understand. And I think it's worth pointing out that just because Anadora doesn't understand it doesn't mean that Mira or High Rain or Visa or Mr. Visa or any of the others wouldn't understand that they might know. So, and Anadora doesn't exactly seem like the type who's like, I mean, he does plan things out. He's shown that he can plan things out, but but not nearly to the level of like High Rain. So, uh, yeah, maybe it's just him, or maybe it's just the After Creator guys in general. But yeah, that's it. Um, yeah, that's all I've really got to say about this chapter. So, as for rating, I will give it a 7 out of 10 because, in terms of like things that happened, it was. Well, I'll give it a 7.5 because of the stuff that went on, mainly because of the stuff that went on with Jean and Hyuse, because there was the part about him being abandoned and the way he reacted to it. It just makes me believe that he knows what Gene is talking about. So I think that's kind of important. So mainly because of that, I'll give the chapter 7.5 out of 10. But the other stuff was cool too. Um, then yeah, that's that, you guys. Chapter gets a 7.5 out of 10. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.